Now, today, you can build something that 2 years ago needed a whole engineering team. Not a chatbot, not a demo, a working AI agent that does real work and that someone will pay you for. In the next 4 videos, I'm going to show you exactly how, using one tool, Claude. Let's go. Here's the problem. Search AI agents and you get 500 tutorials, 10 different frameworks, and everyone telling you to learn a different tool first. Most people watch 3 videos, get overwhelmed, and never build anything. That's not a knowledge problem. It's a focus problem. So in this series, we're doing the opposite. One product, one clear path. Claude, specifically Claude Code, and the tools built around it. Claude Code can read a code base or a folder of files, plan out a task, edit files, run commands, and check its own work, end to end, not just answer questions about it. On top of that, there's skills for packaging a repeatable task, sub-agents for handling complex work without losing the thread, and MCP for connecting Claude to the tools a real business already uses. Slack, Drive, databases. That's the whole toolkit this series is built on. You don't need 5 tools, you need this one, used well. Here's a quick look at Claude Code in action. One real example, summarizing an expenses file and flagging a software charge that's 3 times the usual monthly average. Here's why timing matters. Freelancers who use AI assistants like Claude are reported by Upwork to earn meaningfully more per hour than freelancers who don't. Creators building automation businesses around Claude Code report early income in the range of $300 to $1,500 in month 1, some scaling well past that by month 3. Small businesses are reported to be paying $5,000 to $15,000 for custom agents built around exactly what we're going to learn. None of that is a promise. Those are other people's reported results, and yours will depend on effort and market. But the reason it matters right now is simple. This is early. The people learning this skill today are competing with almost no one. That gap closes. It always does. Here's the whole roadmap so you know exactly where this is going. This first series ends with you holding a working agent and a real offer you can post today. After that, we go deeper. The actual mechanics of building with Claude, then packaging what you build so you're not starting from scratch every time. Then multi-agent systems for bigger jobs. Then making things production solid enough that clients trust you with real work. Then industry-specific playbooks. And finally, how to turn this into an actual business, not just a skill. In the next video, we're not talking anymore. We're building. Live, start to finish, one working Claude agent that solves a real task in under an hour. If you want to actually keep this one, instead of losing it in your watch history, subscribe now. Because part 2 assumes you've got your environment ready. I'll tell you exactly what to install before we start. See you there. Here's what we're building in the next few minutes. An agent that takes one piece of content, a blog post, a video transcript, anything long form, and turns it into a week's worth of social posts, written for each platform, not just copy-pasted. Watch the timer. We're doing this live, start to finish. I picked this on purpose. Content repurposing is something real businesses already pay for. Agencies charge per batch. Creators pay freelancers to do this every week. It's fast enough to build in one video. And when you're done, you'll have something you can literally show a potential client in under a minute. That combination, real demand, fast build, easy to demo, is what you should look for every time you pick a project like this. Quick check before we start. You should have Claude Code installed. If you don't, pause, install it, and come back. It takes about 2 minutes. You'll need a terminal open and one sample piece of content ready. I'm using a blog post I wrote, saved as a plain text file. That's it. Let's build. I'm going to open Claude Code right here in my project folder, and instead of a one-off prompt, I'm going to ask it to build this as a skill. That means it's reusable, not something I rewrite every time. Here's exactly what I type. Create a Claude Code skill called Content Repurposer. Input, a long-form article or transcript file. Output, a 5-tweet X thread, a LinkedIn post, 50 to 250 words, an Instagram caption under 150 words with 3 to 5 relevant hashtags, and a YouTube description, 2 to 3 sentences plus a timestamps placeholder. Match each platform's natural tone. Punchy for X, professional for LinkedIn, casual for Instagram. Save each output as a separate file. Claude Code reads that, plans it out, and writes the actual skill.md file, the instructions that define this skill so it can run it now and every time after. Let's look at what it wrote. Now the real test. I run it against my sample blog post. First pass. Let's see what comes back. Okay, that's close, but the LinkedIn post is running long, and these hashtags are pretty generic. This is normal. Nobody gets the first pass perfect. Let's fix it. I go back into the skill definition and tighten two things: a hard word cap on the LinkedIn post and an instruction to pull hashtags from the actual content instead of generic ones. That's it. One more run. There it is. 4 platform-ready posts from one file in about the time it took to explain it. Here's what actually just happened. You didn't just get 4 social posts. You built a reusable skill, pointed at any article or transcript from now on, and it does this again, automatically. That reusability is exactly what makes this sellable, not just useful for you. You now have a working agent. Next video, we turn it into something you can actually charge for. What to call it, what to charge, and exactly where to post it to get your first client. If you built along with me, drop a comment with what content you repurposed. I want to see it. See you in 1.3. You built a working agent last video. That's not nothing, but it's also not money yet. An agent sitting on your laptop is worth $0. The exact same agent, packaged as a clear offer, is worth real money. Today we close that gap. Here's what actually stops people from charging. Not skill, packaging. They built something that works, then froze. Because I can automate content repurposing isn't an offer, it's a feature. Nobody buys a feature. They buy a clear promise. This problem, gone. For this price, by this deadline. That's the whole shift we're making in this video. Every sellable offer has exactly 3 parts. 1, a name. Something a client can repeat back to a colleague, not AI content thing. 2, a scope. Precisely what goes in, what comes out, and how fast. 3, a price. A real number, not depends. Because depends kills deals before they start. Miss any one of these 3, and you've built a demo, not an offer. Let's package the exact agent we built last video. Name, content multiplier. Scope, send me 1 blog post or transcript. You get back an X thread, a LinkedIn post, an Instagram caption, and a YouTube description. 4 platform-ready posts, turned around in 24 hours. Price, we'll get to real numbers in a second. Notice what changed. Same agent, same code, but now a stranger can read this in 10 seconds and know exactly what they're buying. On price, start lower than your ego wants, because your first few clients are proof, not profit. Creators packaging Claude code agents like this one report landing early work in the range of $75 to $150 per batch, or $300 to $600 a month for a standing weekly deliverable. With income scaling well past that, once you have a couple of happy clients to point to. Those are other people's reported numbers, not a guarantee. But they're a sane place to anchor your first price instead of guessing. Before this video ends, write this down. 1 page, 5 lines. The problem you solve, the solution in 1 sentence, exactly what they receive, how fast, and the price. That's it. That 1 page is what you'll post, message, or hand to someone in the next video. If you can't fill in all 5 lines right now, that's fine. Go back to scene 4 and use the content multiplier template as your starting point. You now have an agent and an offer. Most people never get this far. Next video, we take that 1 page and put it in front of actual buyers. Exactly where to post it, who to message first, and what to say. Subscribe now so you don't lose this series halfway through the part that actually pays. See you in 1.4. You've got a working agent and a 1-page offer that puts you ahead of almost everyone who watches videos like this. But an offer nobody sees is still $0. Today we fix that. By the end of this video, your offer is in front of real people, not sitting in a notes app. There are 3 places your first client comes from, and you should work all 3 at once, not pick one and wait. Lane 1, marketplaces like Upwork and Fiverr, where buyers are already looking. Lane 2, your warm network, people who already trust you. Lane 3, local businesses who have the exact problem your agent solves and don't know AI can fix it. Let's go through each. On Upwork or Fiverr, Post your one-page offer almost word for word. Title is your offer name. Description is your scope in 3 sentences. Price is the number you wrote down. Keep the first line of your profile description client-facing, not technical. Say, I turn one piece of content into 4 ready-to-post platform versions, not I built a Claude code agent. Buyers hire outcomes, not tech stacks. Apply to 2 or 3 relevant open jobs today, using your offer as the pitch. Second lane, and honestly the fastest. Message 10 people you already know. Not a cold pitch, a heads up. Something like, hey, I just built a tool that turns one blog post into 4 platform-ready posts. I'm taking on 2 or 3 people this month at $75 to $150 to try it on real content. Know anyone who needs this or want to be one of them? Send that to 10 people today. Even if none of them buy, most will forward it to someone who might. Third lane, local businesses, a real estate agent, a gym, a local restaurant, anyone who posts content but clearly doesn't have time to repurpose it well. Keep the message to 3 lines. Line 1. Name the problem you noticed. Saw your Instagram. Great content, but it looks like it's not making it to LinkedIn or X. Line 2. The offer. I built a tool that turns one post into 4 platform versions in a day for $75 to $150. Line 3. A low-friction ask. Want me to send you a free sample using your last post? A free sample removes the risk and gets you a real reply. When someone actually replies, keep it simple. If they ask how much, give the number from your offer sheet. Don't negotiate down before they've even seen the work. If they ask, does this actually work? Offer the free sample instead of explaining the tech. If they ask for an example, use the work you already did in episode 1.2 as your portfolio piece. You don't need 10 clients this week. You need 1 yes. Look at where you are now compared to 4 videos ago. You have a working Claude agent, a real offer with a real price, and it's in front of actual people today. That's the whole point of this series. Not a tutorial you watched, but something live in the world. Next part, we go deeper into Claude code itself, so you can build faster and take on bigger work. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you land your first client from this video, I want to hear about it. See you in part 2.